Good evening, viewers. How are we doing today? It's my pleasure to welcome you once again to today's episode of My Story Life. Tonight is a special moment for us because we'll be having an open discussion with you where you can ask questions and get answers. The topic for tonight is, what would you like to ask a counselor and therapist? Remember, last week we had our counselor on the show and we discussed how you can achieve your potential while managing good mental health. So today, why is it vital for us to maintain our mental health? It is really key to maintain our mental health just as our physical health. But in the world today, many of us tend to ignore our emotional being. Life can be overwhelming at times, and it is perfectly normal to feel down or stressed. However, it is also crucial to address these feelings rather than letting them fester. So this is where the role of a counselor becomes invaluable. So irrespective of what you are going through tonight, irrespective of any challenges that you are experiencing, irrespective of anything that is happening around you, we are reaching out to our viewers to please reach out to a therapist. Fortunately for us this evening, we have our counselor in the house, and that is the person of Madam Bola Dorcas Thompson, who is going to join us tonight and respond to the questions you are asking. So if you have anything in mind, if you have any comments, if you have any burning questions, please feel free to use the comment section below. At this point, permit me to bring in Madam Bola Thompson. Okay. All right, viewers. Apology for the delay. We'll be expecting Madam Bola Thompson to join us any moment from now. But before she joined, why is it necessary for you to seek the help of a professional? Why is it necessary for you to talk to a counselor? Number one is because of their professional expertise. One minute. Good evening, Madam Bola.
Good evening, madam.
How
Happy
are you
Sunday.
today?
I'm good. Thank you.
All right. So welcome to our section for today on My Story Life. So this evening, we are encouraging our viewers to ask their question. So as soon as we have any question on board, I will allow you to respond to our viewers. So before there is any comment or any question, I'm telling our viewers why is it necessary for them to talk to a counselor.
Okay.
Today, a lot of us want to shy away from the fact that we need help mentally, just as we need help to be able to function physically. So the reason why they need to talk to a counselor is because of the professional expertise. Counselors are trained professionals who specialize in understanding and treating mental health issues. They possess the knowledge and skills to help you navigate through your emotional challenges, whether it is anxiety, depression, stress, or any mental health concern. Madam Bola is available here to be able to provide tailored strategies and intervention to support you as the need arises. Another reason why our viewers need to also talk to Madam Bola is the fact that they can be rest assured of their confidentiality. Yes, confidentiality is key. Counseling offers a safe, non-judgmental and confidential environment where you can openly discuss your thoughts and feelings. And in the course of discussing your thoughts, you don't want to feel ashamed, you don't want to feel condemned, you don't want to feel betrayed. And that is why we are bringing an expert your way to enable you feel free, feel at home, feel relaxed, and be able to hear your mind. This space also allow you to express yourself freely, which is often the first step towards healing. Yes, your ability to express yourself is one of the first steps towards healing. Knowing that your conversations are private, and it can also help you to feel more comfortable and honest about your struggle. All of us are battling with one issue or the other, but the ability to handle those issues efficiently is key. Your ability to handle those issues without feeling being judgmental is also key. Then your ability to handle those issues while navigating other challenges around you is also key. But the best person to be able to do so effectively is when you talk to a professional therapist. And you are lucky, you are fortunate that you have an experienced, a matured one in the house. So we are urging our viewers to please feel free to talk to a counselor. And to our numerous fans that have reached out, we want to appreciate you. We are in this together. We appreciate you. So we encourage you, if you are here, let's talk about our last session. What are those things that interest you about our last discussion with Madam Bola? What are the topics you would love to bring on board? Another reason why we also need to speak to a counselor is the fact that it can improve your self-awareness. Talking to a counselor can help you gain a deeper understanding of yourself. Through guided discussion, you can explore the root cause of your feelings and behaviors. Remember, you are speaking to a professional, so you don't have to hide anything. Just feel free and follow the flow of the discussion. Knowing that someone genuinely cares about your well-being can be incredibly assuring. Last week, she shared an experience with us of someone that she helped. At first, the woman was reluctant to open up, but she didn't give up on her. She continued to try to mentor, to show love, to care for the woman. And when it was time for the woman to make a decision, the move out of the abusive relationship. And after the woman was able to cut off the abusive relationship, she was flourishing. She was living life, not in pain. She was happy. She was productive. And that is key. In life, we want to be productive, we want to be happy, we want to be balanced. But our ability to get all this together starts from our mental state. Mentally, are we stable? Mentally, are we happy? So our viewers, if you have any question or any comment, we're encouraging you to please use the comment section below, and Madam Bola will be happy to give you and hearing her. Madam Bola, do you have anything to say at this moment?
All right. Thank you so much for having me again this evening. It's a pleasure to be here. And just like you said, I am happy because last week we got some feedback from some of our viewers that joined us last week. That the topic we discussed, Unleash Your Potential, was really, really beneficial to them. And we are here again this evening to do what we know how to do better. And hopefully, we are going to get people on board to also ask their questions. I know some people have been trying to ask some questions, and this will be an opportunity for them to bring it forward, and we can all deliberate on them together. And I believe strongly that we are all going to learn because, like I always say, as much as we are here to pass out some knowledge, our viewers also have something new to share with us. And then we are also learning from them. You know, from our definition of, from our discussion of last week, Unleash Your Potentials, I think it is a topic that is timely. The topic we discussed last week is a very timely topic because in the course of the week, I've had a series of discussion on potentials, how to unleash potentials, how to make best use of the potentials that God has given you. So it's a timely topic, and we really need to go through some level of pressure, either self-induced pressure or the one that the economy is giving us, in order for people to bring out, the potentials that is hidden, that they are yet to tap from. And if we can really, really go out, and put that level of pressure on ourselves to bring out the best in us, I'm sure that we are going to praise God and praise all of us. So thank you again for having me. Like I said, if you can read your screen, I think I can see a question. Though it's not clear here. Can you see a question on your screen? I saw something popping up on the screen.
Yes. Okay, yes, there's a question. It says, good evening, ma. My first question is, sorry. Okay, good evening, ma. My first question is, why do people feel insecure when their wife earning? Okay, hold on. Okay, Mr. Adeni Opeyemi Oluwasegun, thanks for joining the live session for today. We appreciate you. So the question says, good evening, ma. My first question is, why do some men feel insecure when their wife is earning or in a positive, I want to believe, in a position higher than them? Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Adeniyi. Let me hand over to Madam Bola to provide an answer to this question. Thank
All right.
you. And
All right. Thank you so much for this first question that we are having this evening. Why do some men feel insecure when their wife is earning or in a position higher than them? I'm happy that he said some men. He did not put men in general. Why do we have some men that feel insecure? Men generally, as we know men to be, men, they have what we call ego, and men naturally want to be in charge. They want to be in charge. And when the how things flow, how economy can flow from one hand to the other, it's seasonal. Let me say that it's seasonal. For the fact that one person is in charge today does not mean the other person cannot, have higher pay tomorrow. So it's is a norm. It's kind of one of the norms, social norms, that they believe that a man should be earning more. A man should have higher position than the woman. A man should be in charge. A man should be the breadwinner. We, erroneously, that belief has been passed down to us, that men should be the breadwinner. Men should be in charge of the economy of the family. Men should be earning higher. So in a situation where the wife suddenly starts, to earn higher than the man, then if that man is not mature, if the woman also is not mature, it's a great problem, because there is possibility of the man to be feeling inferior, to be feeling not in charge, because he's not earning as much as the wife. And there is possibility of the woman, a woman that is also not mature, to be lording it over the man. So maturity needs to come from both ends. The man needs to be matured, the woman needs to be matured, to be able to balance it. For the fact that you are earning more than your husband does not mean you should look down on him. You should not give him due respect. It's just, it's your chance now to be earning more. It's a chance thing. You have the chance to be earning more now. That does not mean the man cannot earn more tomorrow. So I think we will just appeal to men whose wife is earning more to please cooperate with them, as long as the fund that they are bringing is being used for the family, for the upkeep of the family. I think the man should just celebrate the woman, cooperate with her to bring more, because tomorrow the batting may change hands, and it may be the man that will be bringing. Don't stop her because she's earning more. Don't feel it. Confirm that you are hearing me. Okay, there's another question on the chat box.
I can hear you. The network is unstable, but I can hear you now.
All right. Okay,
Can you
good.
hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. All right, there's another question on the chat box, on the comment section. It says, please, ma.
Okay.
Question 2.
Okay. The second question, please, ma. Statistically, a lot of men are not performing their roles as husband and father, and this is because a normal thing. This is becoming a normal thing in the society. Is there anything this young generation can do to correct this, ma? Thank you, Mr. Denny, for this thought-provoking question. So, Madam Bola will be providing a response to this.
Thank you so much. This question is, and let's start with the younger generation, the Gen Z generation, that anyone that is desiring to go into marriage, to go into the manual for marriage. Marriage is about responsibility. If you want to go into marriage, you must be ready to take responsibility for your own life, for the life of your spouse, and that of your children. Responsibility for your life, for the life of your spouse, and for that of your children. And, many people believe that marriage is just for sex, two people coming together just because they want to be having sex. Marriage is more must be ready to be responsible. And, though we know there are roles, there are sex roles and there are gender roles. There are roles that have been given to men and to women. And whether we like it or not, it is a common belief that men are providers and women are receivers. It's a common belief. So that we will not we'll not turn it to gender class. But it's a common belief that men are providers and women are receivers. So a man that is going into marriage, as long as you know that I am qualified to be called a husband, must be ready to be responsible. I'm not saying women should not do anything, but the Bible says, I believe in scriptures. I'm a Christian, so I can only quote what the Bible says. But I know there are other holy books that talk about marriage. But in the Bible, it says that a woman will be help meet for the man. I will make help meet for you. So the woman is actually helping the man. The responsibility should not be now, shifted to the helper to carry the whole thing. So the young generation should know that I know that no matter how small a man is, that man needs to be respected. That man needs to be given his honor as the man of the family. And one of the things that make respect easy for women is when the man they are having a relationship with is providing for them. This is just the truth. It's a fact. If the man is a provider, a man is caring, a man is concerned about the family, the wife, the children, the man is going to be respected more than a man that is not providing. When a man is not providing and is not responsible in the family, the women involved in such marriages are just enduring the man, enduring the relationship, because they have to double their hustle. That's why you see some women combining 5, 3, 4 jobs together because they don't want the children or the family to suffer. So anyone going into marriage must know that marriage is work, it's hard work, and they must be ready, to work. They must be ready to work. This is not the era when men will be marrying into a family. Oh, these families, they are very rich. Once I marry their daughter, they will be responsible for all the needs in our family. No, no man should do that. Because if you do that, you are going to be disrespected by the family. You are going to be disrespected by the wife and even your children. So it is the responsibility of both parties in marriage to make sure that they are providing for the need of the family. And we are appealing, to these young generations that it is the responsibility of fathers to look after their family. Women may assist, they may help, but it is the responsibility of the fathers to take care of their family. And anybody that is not willing, to take such responsibility should not bother to consider marriage. And women that are in marriages that have resources to also make sure that they are supporting their husband to make sure that the needs of the family are being met. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Bola, for
Please
that
let me
beautiful
know.
response.
I know that question is loaded. Let me know if I've been able to answer it. But if you are not happy with the way I
Okay.
answered it,
So
you can still add to it.
Miss Adeyemi, Miss Adeniyi Opeyemi, If the response given so far meet up with your question, please can you just put it in the comment section. We just wanted to be sure we are answering your question. So just put in your comment in the comment section. We appreciate you. And we also encourage you to visit our website www.alldayevents.com.
I think he's already following us.
Okay, fine. Thank you so much. Okay. The other question is, what are the major roles of a woman in marriage?
All right. I love this question because you are asking a woman, and the moderator is also a woman. So we are going to answer it. The major roles of a woman in the marriage, the Bible says, I will make you and help meet for you. So first of all, the woman is the helper of the man. Help that is meet. A fit help. Helper that will help that man to carry the burden, to carry the loads of the family, to walk side by side with him, ensuring that nothing is missing. So that means the man must be doing something before the woman can help him. So if you are helping me to carry something, that means I'm already carrying that thing. I'm already doing that thing. So the woman is the help, meet, made for the man. That's one. So now let's look at the roles. Let's look at the roles that the nature has given to women. Let's look at nature, natural roles. First of all, the woman is the companion of that man that meets his sexual need, his intimacy need. Is the responsibility of that woman, once she's married to him, to make sure that his intimacy needs are met. He must be his counselor when he's down, when the man is down, and he needs someone to lift his spirit. The woman must always be available for him. And by the time they start to have children, the woman is also there to nurture the children. So one of the biological roles given to women is that she's the one that is carrying the babies for the family. So a womb carries the baby. So she has a womb to deliver children. And then after that, she starts to nurture them with the husband. She will nurture them with the husband. The woman ensures that the atmosphere of the home is calm, is cool, is welcoming. The man is always, willing and eager to go back home. The children are always, willing and eager to go back home. So the atmosphere of the home, is the responsibility of the woman to make sure that the home is safe for the whole family members to come back on daily basis. She is in charge of the to nurture the family, giving them delicious meals, healthy meals that will nourish their body. That one is something that is kind of complicated because it's part of the social norms, social rules that has been given to women to be cook. And that is why you see some men, they will go out, they say, I want to marry. Now that I'm married, I don't want to cook again, because they believe that a woman's role is to cook. No, that responsibility is a joint responsibility. In fact, cooking should be something that both parties do together. So she's in charge of the man's meeting man's intimacy need, ensure the atmosphere of the home is welcoming, is relaxed, is a place that they want to go back to. She is the counselor, the advisor of the man. In fact, she's a helpmate, working mate, gist mate, everything mate. If you see a king in our culture, they will say there is no honor for a king without a queen. So a man that is of a marriageable age that does not have a woman beside him, usually there's no honor for such. So the man needs someone beside him. And I can attest to this, that once a man is married, there's a kind of calmness that come over them. There's a kind of honor that come over them. People don't talk to them again anyhow. So it's the responsibility of that woman to be his companion, to be his homemaker, to be his friend. Most of the time, women are the beautician of the home. They look at the way the man is dressed. They tell him how to combine his color. They also look out for him. Is this man presentable out there? So a woman has a lot of responsibility to ensure that the home is being run very well. So these are some of the roles that women play in the house. But these are like big roles. There are small roles that, they take more of women's time, that are not even appreciated because it is not something that people see, but they are doing it in their own corner. So these are some of the major rules. I hope I've been able to answer. I don't know whether our moderator wants to add to it, because fortunately both of us are women, and
Thank you, Madam Bola.
yeah.
Yes, you've answered correctly. My little input is the fact that if there is love in the family between a husband and a wife, it boosts the self-esteem of both parties. If there is love and there is respect, it complements each other. And when there is love, it also boosts your mental health. Believe you me.
Yeah.
So whether it is the man that is earning more or is the woman, that is not a priority. The priority is for the need of the family to be met. So if the wife is earning more, in what area can the husband support so that the income or the money the woman is bringing into the family is being used judiciously? For most men that feel threatened, you will believe me, the fact is they don't have that capacity to be able to judiciously manage the income that the woman is bringing into the family. Or some of them may want to be influenced by their friends or their families. But remember, this is not a friend or family affair. You are already running your own family. So your attention and your dynamics should be focused on your family. What is the need of your family? The income coming in, how are we using it effectively? Remember, when the ships are down, your family won't be there. Your friends won't be there. It is you and your wife. So now is the time to collaborate with your wife, plan, and use that income judiciously. When there is love and respect, your mentality will be fine. When there is love and respect, you won't be scheming or you want to scam your wife to get the money. No, there is no cause for that. And Madam Bola also made a statement: maturity is key. When you are coming into the marriage institution, maturity is key. Husband, know your rules. Wife, know your rules. Yes, the economic situation might make it difficult for both of you to function optimally. But if any one of you can provide for the family, why don't you support each other? Support each other and make the best use of it. That is the aim, and not competition. We are not competing. Let love reign. Let love unite both parties. Allow your family to be. Allow your friends to be. You are not the one dictating in your friend's home, so don't allow your friends to be dictating what will be happening in your home. Most of those things you talk about outside, when you are drinking, when you are hiking, those are not the reality. Behind closed doors, a lot of things are happening.
Yeah,
Be focused.
exactly.
Yes, be focused in your home. Prioritize and do the right thing. So with that, you can achieve a lot. You can achieve a lot. So there's another question here. How can I cope with stress?
Mm. Okay,
How
thank
can I
you so
cope with stress? Yeah.
thank you so much. Stress itself, stress is the cause of most of the mental health issues. In fact, many of the mental health issues that we have, their origin can be traced to stress. Our inability to balance our work life, um, you know, lack of work life balance. You just can't balance everything. You are you experience burnout most of the time. You don't know when to stop. You don't know when to say no. You don't know, you don't even know your stressors. You don't know things that are telling you that you need to calm down, you need to pause, you need to relax. So those are some of the things that lead to stress. And by the time you are stressed, so many things can happen to the body. So many things can happen to the body. So how do we cope with it? How do we cope with stress? First of all, you need to study yourself. Study yourself and know your limit, your boundary. Know that once so and so start to happen to me, then I need to withdraw myself from circulation. I need to stay away from the life hustling and bustling. I need to stay away. I need to take time off to relax. We need to build relaxation into our schedule. Many people don't know, they don't build it, they don't even have time for it. Every time is work, 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 work. Every time chasing money, chasing so many things. So we don't rest. So we need to take breaks. We need to take break. We need to plan breaks into our schedule. It doesn't have to be long breaks. Maybe you have scheduled it in such a way that every day when I get home from work, I want to be, I want to close my eyes, I want to drop my phone, I want to lift my head up for at least 30 minutes. So that may be a daily thing, but if you want to schedule it on a weekly basis, maybe every Saturday, you don't, talk to anybody, you take time off to pamper yourself, to do self-care so that you can, regain your strength. Also, many of us don't sleep well. We don't sleep well. In fact, that is one error that many of us are committing. We trust our body so much. We overwork the body. We don't sleep well. You see some people sleeping by 2 a.m., 3 a.m. daily because they have deliverables. And, this era of we want to get it all is killing so many people. Always on the social media trying to fix this, fix that, making sure, they are not missing out on anything. So we need to sleep. Our sleeping pattern also affects our health. I know that it's expected of an adult to spend at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep on daily basis. So we need to ensure that we sleep very well. We need to relax. We need to, uh, sometimes we need to change some of our habits, eating habits. There are some food that we are taking that are not good for our health. Some people may not, coffee may not be good for them, but because of the nature of the work they do, they want to keep awake most of the time. So they keep taking coffee, and in the long run, it will turn to something. They are stressed and they'll be experiencing burnout. They will be sparking on people. They are always on edge. They are always irritated. So many things, begin to happen in their body. And it's because they are not prioritizing their health. So we need to watch what we eat, watch what we do, sleep well. And if you notice that you have done all this and nothing is changing, then you need to seek professional help. You need to seek professional help. Some of us, we may even go for massage, we may go for, we may go to gym, you may work out. Working out, people think it takes time, or maybe it's sapping them of their energy, but it's also part of what we can do, to diffuse stress around our life. Work out, and you can go to garden, sightseeing, just see nature. If you are in a place where you can go to the seaside to sit down and just be watching, just go relax, sit, and catch fun. Then go back home, and continue where you stop. So these are some of the things. I know there are many things we can do, to cope with stress. But sincerely, you need to pamper yourself sometimes. That massage is very good, Go for massage. Set some money aside from your monthly income. And if it's just once a month, give yourself some treats. Relax. If you like, sleep off there. They'll wake you up when they are done with you. And then you go back home. Go on, weekends. Go out of the house. You may even carry your bag from the house, go to the other part of the city, to lodge there for a day, and go back home the following day. It's only when you are alive that you can continue to make money. So we need to know how to cope with stress, and we need to know our limits. There's something that happened to me. Once that thing started to happen, I know that I've overstressed myself. And the next thing is that I will just tune off from everything and find somewhere to go and relax. So it is important that we take time out to pamper ourselves, not to overburden this body, so that it can live long. Because this body is still going to, for the next 70, 80, 90 years that we still want to spend, it is still this same body that we are going to use. So we need to treat it very well. And it is still same mind that we are going to be using. So we don't need to overcrowd it. We should not allow it to crash, so that we can enjoy, the long days that we're expecting in good health. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you. So, for my viewers so far, if you are just joining us, this is another episode of My Story Life with our counselor, Madam Bola Dorcas Thompson. So, if you are getting value, please let us know in the comment section. If you would like us to have this session again, please let us know in the comment section. And if you have any concern or any comments that can help us to improve better, please feel free to drop it in the comment section. We are also encouraging all our viewers to follow us on our Facebook page and also to visit our website. We have so many interesting articles that you can read to also make you feel better. So there's another question here by Mr. Adeni Opeyemi Oluwasegun. Mr. Adeni, we appreciate you tonight for joining us. And that question is, can a woman shoulder virtually all the responsibilities of wedding to support the man? So you want to get married now as a woman. And you want to carry all the responsibility, including what your man is expected to do, all in the name of marriage. Is it right for a woman to do that? Madam Bola, please, let's hear from you.
All right, thank you so much. This is another serious question that I think all the young people need to listen. Recently, I was talking to a group of people, and because I know we've been talking, women will be praying, God, let me find my husband, let me find. And I realized that, there's a scripture that says, a man that finds a wife has found favor. The scripture did not say a woman that finds a husband. So it is man that will do the finding, and the woman. Most cases when women find, there's always problems. So when two people are getting married, and the woman is the one that is shouldering all the responsibilities, I think something is wrong somewhere. It's either that woman is desperate to be married, or the woman is forcing the guy to go ahead and marry her. In other culture, I don't know how they do it, but what I know about our culture, and it's common in Africa, is that the family of the man are the one that will go and ask the hand of the girl in marriage. And they are expected to take certain things to the family of the girl as a sign that they want to marry. By giving them some gifts in return. Every other thing, and the man also bring gifts for the woman as a sign of his love for that lady. So in a situation where it is the girl that is playing this role, that means it is the girl that is marrying the guy. And marriages like this, we usually hear stories like, oh, you forced me to marry you. You are the one that did marriage. I didn't beg you. I did not do this, you know. So they start patching things up right from day one. And it may lead to a lot of problem. I have seen, let me count. I've seen cases like this. There's one that happened that really, really make me so happy. That marriage, that plan scattered. I was so happy because the plan scattered. And the girl that I'm talking about now, she's married, she has a child, to a man that traveled all the way from America to come and look for her in Nigeria. But this is the same girl that was so desperate that wanted to sponsor a wedding until we started talking. Because most of them don't end well. I'm not saying she should not support, she may support. But in a situation where you are the one sponsoring virtually everything, according to this question, can a woman the responsibility of a wedding to support the man? It is not support, it's desperation. So the man that is getting married must show some level of interest and willingness to marry that girl and readiness. It shows that most of the time when job does not have any means of livelihood. So the girl is the one paying for rent of the house. The girl is the one paying for all the requirements of wedding. And before you know it, the moment they now come together as husband and wife, you know, tension will start to set in from, you know, different angles. By the time the man starts to bring his family, friends to the house and expect the woman to still continue that, to entertain them, to cook for them, the same woman that is taking care of him will now be taking care of family, taking care of friends. It will get to a state that this girl will revolt. Though she started it, but, and these people may not know that it is the same girl that was sponsoring everything. They will believe it's their son or it's their friend that is doing all these things. And by the time, you know, the way men talk, girls also talk. And girls, our own is serious. You can see, you know, even when a girl is faking it, it's lying. Oh, my husband just bought me a car. My husband just bought me a ticket to go to. Girls can see. They may not talk, but they know when you are fake. And you know, as time goes on, you will see one that can talk. We just tell you what they will stop deceiving us, you know. By the time it's getting, you know, more and more serious, that the lady is too, the burden, all the burden of the family is on her head, you will see reactions. She will start reacting. She will start to show attitude that the man may not like. So what you will not take when you are rich. It's better you don't take it when you are poor. If a man is not ready for marriage, he should go and get ready. Like I said earlier, marriage is responsibility, and it's not for babes. It's not for someone that is still collecting money from his dad or his mom to eat. Anyone that is going into marriage must be willing to be responsible for another person. So if you are not ready for marriage, it's better you go and get ready. But you just see a girl that comes from a good family, maybe a rich family, a well-to-do family, and she's willing to do everything. There's, for me, I would say, don't go there, because it will get to a state that that girl will not be able to take it. And men like that, if the parent of the lady knows that she's the one responsible for everything, you may not get the respect you want from them. And by the time they start disrespecting the man, he will start telling story. Oh, the parents are this, they are working against us, blah blah blah. So I would say, let the two of them contribute to their wedding. Let the man be sure that he's ready. At least you should have a place where you want to marry to. You should be able to buy your own suit and everything that you will need. You should be able to pay the dowry of the girl. You should be able to do all those things. Then the family can support you, and the girl can entertain their guests when they come to their house. But when you now leave everything for the girl to do, for me, I think it is not right. The guy is not ready to marry, and I don't think I'll take that from anybody. As a parent, knowing that my daughter is the one, shouldering all the responsibility, at least you should show that you are a man. Do those necessary things, then the girl can support, and the family of the girl can also support. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Madam Bola. Tonight I've been so informative and educative. We also appreciate Mr. Adeni for joining us. And I hope we are able to give value to our viewers. Please, if you are getting value, let us know in the comment section. If you would like us to have this session again, we also appreciate your comment on this. Just drop it in the comment section. We are also encouraging you to visit our website www.ogdayevent.com. So we'll be rounding up shortly, and what we'll talk about this evening is, what would you like to ask a counselor or a therapist? It is really, really necessary for us to take our mental health important, just as we take our physical health. None of us want to look stably, will take our time to come out and look beautiful. That same time, let's put in effort to ensure that we are enriching ourselves mentally. And we don't need to ignore our emotional well-being. It is also key. Life can be overwhelming. Like I said earlier, it is normal to feel down or stressed. It is crucial for us to address this feeling. Anytime you are feeling low, anytime you are feeling down, please feel free to seek help before it gets out of hand. And this is where the role of a counselor comes into play. Fortunately for us, we have an expert in the house, and that is Madam Bola Thompson. Please feel free to reach out, go to our website and make a booking to be able to speak to her. You can be rest assured that you are speaking to a professional expert, and what you are telling her is safe. There is confidentiality. We take that very, very serious. And when you are doing this, you are getting the needed emotional support and validation that can boost your self-esteem. You need this to be able to function optimally and to be able to be mentally fit. You need to be loved. So learn to stay around people that loves you. If you are staying in an abusive relationship, learn to say no. You are also important. So the questions we have discussed this evening is going a long way to educate us on how we can prioritize our mental health. We are going to have a special session tomorrow. We have we will bringing in a professor, and the topic we are going to discuss tomorrow is from student to scholar. If you want to know how the journey have been, please join us today and the same time tomorrow 8 p.m. and listen to Professor Eyitayo Alo on how he will be sharing his experience from student to scholar. What are the challenges? What are the achievements? How has life been? How can you learn from it? Yes, we all have one or two things to learn, so that when we add it into what we are facing or we put it in our day-to-day life, it can also enrich us and we can do better. We want to appreciate everybody that has joined us during
There's
this
a
session today.
can we
Okay,
quickly can we quickly respond to that question?
okay. Bola Oriowo, thank you, ma'am. The question is, I just got married. After 3 months, my husband was transferred to another state, and he said I should.
Follow him. I should leave my job.
Okay, okay, but I don't want to lose my job. But my parents said distant relationship is dangerous. What will you advise me to do? Okay, we can quickly take that.
Yes. Okay, thank you. The question is distant relationship, let me start from there. It's not dangerous. It's not dangerous, but it is hard work. It is hard work. And for young couple, it may be I don't want to use the word dangerous, you know, it may be kind of dicey. It may lead to so many problems because the two of them are new. It's a time that they should be together to bond, to understand themselves, and now someone has been transferred. So they will still need to sit together and to check their priorities, their values. What do they value more? What are their priorities? How do they, expect to cope? What is your salary? What is the husband's salary? If the salary of the wife is higher than that of the husband, they need to discuss very well and see. And then they also need to consider who may likely get another job faster among the two. Is it the husband? Something happened recently that something like this happened recently, and everybody was expecting the husband to say the wife should resign. But when they asked the husband, he said he's the one that will resign. And people were shocked that, why will you resign? He said he's the one that is likely to get another job faster. So if he resigns, he follows the wife, and then he will definitely get another job because of his, specialty. So they should look at it together as a couple, sit down, consider they need to consider so many things. Number one, who is earning more? Number two, you may be earning more and it may be difficult for you, to get another job. Or you may be earning less and it may be difficult for you to get another job fast. So they need to look at so many things and agree. They need to agree. They must agree on it so that it will not create problems. They need to agree. Even if it will take them another month or two to keep persuading, you must make your partner see reasons why it cannot happen if it is not going to happen. That communication must happen, and don't allow any fights. Don't allow misunderstanding because you may be provoked in the course of discussion to want to get angry. Don't allow that. You keep explaining, and the two of you keep seeing reasons.
Thank you, ma. Can you hear me?
Sorry. I hope you
All
heard
right.
me.
Yes, yes, I do.
Okay.
Okay. So, Madam Bola, I hope your question, you got value for the question. Thank you so much for joining us. So, the time is now 9 p.m., and I think it is time for us to take a break. Thank you so much for joining us today. We love all our viewers. Your mental health is a priority to us. So please make out time to take good care of your mental health. In case you need your privacy, please, you can connect to our website and book a private session with Madam Bola Thompson. So it's been a wonderful time this evening. We appreciate all our viewers. For those that have asked questions, we appreciate you, and we hope you're able to get a value for those questions that you ask. Tomorrow we are having an important section, so we look forward to seeing you online tomorrow. And till then, have a wonderful evening and stay blessed. Madam Bola, thank you once again for making our time to join
Yeah.
us. We love you.
Love
Have
you.
a wonderful
Good.
evening
Thank you.
and stay blessed.
Good night.
Bye bye and good night.
Yes, ma'am.